Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harris Field in Lewiston, Idaho, as we have the sun setting, and we are ready to go for the first game of the Missoula Mavericks at the 2019 Dwight Church Tournament, taking on the host team, the Lewis and Clark Twins. The Twins, they played the first game today, and they would win in 5 innings over the Prairie Cardinals, 11-3. The Cardinals would play in the next game, and they would take down the Spokane Cannons 5-1. Watched a little bit of that game. I came in late in that game. It was about the 4th inning, and the Cardinals were working the Cannons pretty well. Well, then, in the game before this one, it would stretch out. We were ahead of schedule, but the game before this one would stretch out as we would have a long 5th inning, where the Hanford Flames would take down the Spokane Cannons 17-14, and that would be another 5th inning as the Flames would put up 11 runs in the top of the 5th. Teams are lined up on the field, and we are about ready for our national anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch as we get set to go here in Lewiston, Idaho. So we'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, it is starting lineups and first pitch. You're listening to Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get ready to go here in Lewiston for the Mavericks' first game of the 2019 Dwight Church Tournament here at Harris Field. And we'll start with our starting lineup. Starting out with the host team, Lewis and Clark Twins. Leading off, number 3, Braden Turcott. He's the second baseman. Number 26, DJ Ricard, will be in center field, batting second. Batting third is number 10, Tyson Wallace. He's the shortstop. In right field and batting fourth is number 25, Coy Stout. Number 24, Dawson Bonfield, will be the first baseman, batting in the fifth position. Batting sixth is number 22, Austin Kolb, the catcher. The designated hitter, number 15, Mason Daniel, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is Jose Bareas, that's the third baseman. And running out the order is Taryn Judy, number 8, in left field. It'll be Dalton Hart on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Twins. For the Mavericks, it's Bridger Johnson in center field, leading things off. Dane Frazier in right field, batting second. He's number 7, Johnson number 10. Number 2, Stuart Long, the shortstop, will bat second. Tarad Richardson is batting fourth. He'll hold down third base. Number 5, Drew Stensrud, the first baseman, bats fifth. Thomas Martin hanging out in left field. He's number 8. He's going to bat sixth. Batting seventh is a designated hitter, number 4, Jake Lettner. Andrew Clausen, the catcher, will bat eighth, number 14, and rounding it out, number 1, Dayton Bay, the second baseman. For the Mavericks on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, it's the teen heartthrob, Brendan Hill. So Johnson settles in for his first pitch. And first pitch will come in at 9:41 as a ball. We've got a current temperature of 81 degrees with a 10-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the south, as Johnson will foul this one off to go even on the count at 1 apiece. Let's go ahead and bring up the scoreboard. I had it pulled down earlier as we had the previous game going on, and I kind of wanted to let you guys know what was going on with that previous game, as it was getting stretched out late in the game. So we're hit, set, ready to go here at Harris Field. 1-1 on the count as Johnson will take a slice for strike 2. 1-2 on the count for Johnson. Here's Dalton Hart with the pitch, and he'll bring it upstairs to give us an even count at 2. Johnson back in the leadoff position. And this one will strike out Johnson, so it'll be a strikeout to start the game for the Mavericks as Dane Frazier now comes to the plate. Our plate umpire is Bo Driscoll, and Nick Stevens is in the field. Here's the pitch, and Frazier will cut this one foul right over the head of the catcher for strike 1. So with Frazier in the box, that puts Stuart Long in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and Frazier lets it go by for strike 2, 0-2. So these Twins, they have already won 11-3 in 5 innings over the Prairie Cardinals. Here's the pitch, and that'll be outside to get us ball 1 against Frazier. Frazier playing very well and coming on strong as we get ball 2 now. Late in the conference portion of the season, the Mavericks 3-1 in conference after going 1-1 on Tuesday night. This one's going to bounce off the pitcher's mound and roll into center field, and Frazier will be on for the Mavericks with 1 out. That brings up Stuart Long for the Mavericks. Mavericks wearing the knee socks tonight. I love the old school knee socks look. And when they wear the dark blue navy jerseys with the knee socks, that just looks so sharp to me. Here's the outside pitch on Long for ball 1. So Stuart Long holding down the shortstop position. He's been there for a couple of games and doing well. Here's the pitch. And Long will have this one fouled right back in to the catcher, Austin Kolb. And will be 1-1 on the count. Got a handful of Maverick parents here. Mr. Bay, Mr. Clausen, Ginger Stevens, and Kim Frazier, all here supporting the Mavericks. It's Thursday, so I imagine a lot of you are waiting for tomorrow to make the trip over here to finish out the work week as we get ball 2 now. So we want to say hello to all of our Maverick fans listening in wherever you are, whether you're in Missoula. As Frazier's going to go ahead and take the base. This is going to roll out into center field, and Dane Frazier is going to get a stolen base. And we're 2-1 on the count, as that last pitch would move us to ball 3. Mark Richardson reminding me it's stirrups, not knee socks. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. So we get a full count at 3-2 now. For Long with Frazier at second. And that's a walk to put runners on at first and second with 1 out for the Mavericks. To bring up Terad Richardson. Want to say hello to the voice of the Missoula Mavericks. That would be Paul Yarbrough, who is listening in Superior. I was going to stop in and see him this morning, but I was running a little bit late, so didn't get a chance, as this one's going to be over the plate to Richardson for strike 1. One and one on the count. One out, runners at first and second. Mavericks looking to jump on the board out of the gate. Here's the pitch to Richardson. It's outside. And we'll get ball 2, 2-1 on the count. Now here at Harris Field, it is the home of the Lewis and Clark State baseball program, as Richardson will see ball 3 now. Gorgeous facility, home of the NAIA World Series, and it's kind of cool to be up here in the press box, and they've got the schedule as Richardson's going to bounce this one out past. They're going to wave Frazier around. He'll grab a gear, rounds the corner at third on his way home, and Dane Frazier will slide in for the first score of the game, the first run of the game. The Mavericks will lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. That brings us to the first baseman, Drew Stensrud. Runners stay at first and second. Richardson at first and Long at second. One out on the board. Stensrud will settle in. But at Harris Field, we've got 3:15 down the third baseline. It's 3:65 to the crease and the field, as this one's going to hop right over the pitcher's mound. Picked up by the shortstop. The throw is made to first. That will get the out at first. Runners will advance to second and third. And there's 2 away. And we get Thomas Martin, the left fielder. And that is a different position for him from me. I'm sure that he is enjoying being out there in left field. I know he really wanted to work that second base spot, but changes within the system allows him to go to left field, as the first pitch will come in for ball 1 to Martin. Two away, runners at second and third, 1 run earned. Mavericks lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard as we get ball 2. It is Dalton Hart on the 5 Valley out of pitcher's mound. Here's the 2-0. And this one's going to be rolled out. Second baseman gets it in the dirt. The throw to first is there, and that will retire the side. Mavericks earn 1. They leave 2, and it's 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the first right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball tournaments.
Welcome back to MPSN as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Mavericks earn a run to lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It is the Twins' turn to bat, so Brendan Turcotte to lead things off. The second baseman, DJ Ricard in the on-deck circle, and Tyson Wallace in the hole. It is Brendan Hill on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, warming up for his first official pitch of the game as Clausen will make the throw to second. Turcotte will come to the plate. So as I mentioned at the top, the Twins with 1 win under their belt here at the Dwight Church tournament, beating the Prairie Cardinals 11-3 in the 5th inning. For the tournament, as far as the rules go, here's Hill with the first pitch, and he'll drop it in there for ball 1. All games are 7 innings and no time limit. This one's outside to go ball 2. 30 minutes between games to prep the field. 8-run roll after 5. Home team determined by a coin toss as we go to 3-0 for Hill. Team with best overall record automatically qualifies for the championship game as Hill will walk the first batter. Bringing us to DJ Ricard. In case of a tie, number 1, head-to-head. Number 2, least runs per inning allowed. Number 3, most runs scored. And last, a coin toss. So Ricard will settle in. Here's the pitch by Hill outside, and we'll have ball 1. But the Dwight Church tournament, in honor of the Idaho coaching legend as we get a runner. Clausen's not going to be able to make the throw as he's not able to cock the hammer. And the runner will get the base. Pitch thrown will take us to ball 2. 2-0. Dwight Church, a legend here in Lewiston and in Idaho for coaching and Legion baseball as well as high school baseball. Here's Hill over the plate for strike 1. So 2-1 on the count. And the throw to second, and that's going to go off of Long's head, and the runner, not able to decide what he wants to do, will hold at second. That one looked like it came right off the noggin of Stuart Long, the shortstop for the Mavericks. 2-1 on the count. No outs, a runner at second. Hill now with the stretch and set. And Hill will drop in ball 3. So Dwight Church, as I said, a legend for 38 years. Ruled Idaho high school baseball. 7 times the Lewiston Bengals were the state champions under his tutelage. 773 high school wins as we get a full count now at 3-2 to Ricard. 1,763 American Legion victories, 23 state Legion titles, 6-time runner-up with 2,436 victories overall. As Hill steps off the rubber. Dwight Church began playing American Legion baseball at the age of 14 and took over coaching the Twins in 1956. Coached his last game in 1994. Here's a reacher that'll hop over Hill's glove. The throw to first is going to be out of play, and that will advance the runner home. And the Twins are on the board. Here's the tag. And an out at second. So the Twins get a run, but the bases are cleared off of the out at second, and we've got a tie game at 1 apiece.
Now batting for the Twins, number 10, Ty Wallace.
Ty Lawson's going to bang one foul. And another foul ball goes in the glove of Trad Richardson, and that'll be 2 away now. And that will bring up Coy Stout, the right fielder. So 2 away, tied at 1. Here's Hill with the pitch to Stout. And he'll place this one over the plate for strike 1. So the legend, Dwight Church, is this one sliced on for strike 2. It's great that communities across our nation have men like Dwight Church, as this one slid over for ball 1. In Missoula, we have our very own Brent Hathaway. He's been with the Mavericks for 29 years. As this one's pounded high down the first base line. Stenzer tries to get to it, but it's going to be into the batting cages, and we stay at 1-2. But guys like Church and Hathaway, as our local example, as we get another foul ball. they're more than just coaches. They work with these kids. They're part of the community, and they strengthen our community by what they do, by the examples that they give to these young men. Here's a high pitch to go 2-2 on the count. So I think it's awesome that they celebrate Mr. Church, Coach Church, as this one's fouled off with this tournament this weekend, and I'm very honored to be able to cover the Maverick games for it. 2-2, 2 outs, no runners on, game tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Hill with the pitch, and we'll get a full count at 3-2. So the Mavericks will have 2 games tomorrow. They'll have the second game of the day, Mercedes-Benz versus the Mavericks, and then there's a walk. So the Twins will have a runner. That brings up number 24, Dawson Bonfield, the first baseman. You got to take it over to the other side. Hill delivering a ball. For Bonfield. And a low pitch will bring up ball 2. So the Mavericks in action on Saturday for 1 game. They'll take on the Hanford Flames. And then Sunday will be against the Spokane Cannons. If the Mavericks make the championship game, that will be at 5:30 here locally. Here's Hill with the 2-0. Runner's going to go. This one's popped foul into left field. Martin will come up, and he'll have it hop right in front of him. Runner's going to go ahead and take the corner and come home, and that will score a run for So now it's 2-1. And we go 0-1. Here's the pitch, and this one's into left field. Martin's back, searches for it. This one will find the glove, and that will retire the side. So the Twins earn 2. They live 1 behind, and it's 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we jump to the top of the second inning. It is 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, as I have not updated the scoreboard, and I apologize to you fans. For the Mavericks, it's the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9 batters. Jake Lentner, the designated hitter. Andrew Clausen in the on-deck circle, and Dayton Bay in the hole. For Dalton Hart on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, his first pitch is going to be hopped right on top of the dugout down the first base line, and we'll have strike one. Jake Lentner, good to see him back on the field. He would go down a couple of weeks ago with an elbow injury, the same one that Dane Frazier suffered last year. And that outside pitch will even us up at 1. And from indications, it looks as though Jake's going to have the same fate as Dane had, as he's going to slice for strike 2. In the fact that he's going to be able to play and have surgery after the season. He's just done on the pitcher's mound, which is a bummer because he was fun to watch, as this one comes outside to even us up at 2 apiece. But he'll come in at the designated hitter, and I imagine over some time he might find himself back over at third base. He played well over there. And Lentner will be struck out swinging for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, Andrew Clausen. And Clausen will swing on the first pitch for strike 1. Here's strike 2 on the swing. Clausen getting the heavy portion of the catching duties, as he's going to foul this one off to keep himself alive at 0-2. Mavericks with a very capable group of catchers. Clausen getting the full-time duties, as I mentioned, as he's going to have this one swung on, and Clausen will be out number 2 on the swing. So back-to-back Ks for Hart, as the bottom of the order, Dayton Bay, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. And this one comes off the middle of the bat, foul for strike 1. Bay settling in. Here's the stretch and set by Hart. And time is called. Mavericks earning a run in the first, but the Twins would up the ante with 2 runs to make it 2-1 Lewiston, as this one comes over the plate for strike 2. So Lewiston leading 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And it is 1-2-3 on the strikeout for the Mavericks. Bottom of the second, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Harris Field in Lewiston, Idaho for the And leading it off, it'll be Mason Daniel, the designated hitter. Here's Brendan Hill from the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and he'll start with ball 1 to Hart. This one swung on into center field, and Bridger Johnson will get some play as he puts it in the glove to start the inning out. With out number 1. Jose Barres, the third baseman, at the plate now for the Twins. Barajas. And Hill will deliver ball 1. Here's the pitch. And Barajas will swing to get us even at 1. We take a look at Brendan Hill, who is a 5'10", 175-pound graduate of Sentinel High School, as this one's going to be hit foul, and it's going to hop right over the netting and land in the first row. We'll go strike 2 on the foul ball. Pitcher, shortstop, center field. Brendan Hill is one of your top-notch athletes that you can plug him in anywhere on the baseball field, as this one's going to be hopped out, picked up by Bay. The throw to first, and that Stensrud does not hold on to it. And that will allow the runner to reach with 1 out. So we come to the bottom of the order for the Twins. Taryn Judy with 1 out and 1 on. Here's a swing for strike 1. But for Hill, as I was saying, multiple positions, the kind of guy that you can just plug him in or wherever, and he's going to play top-notch at that position. Multi-sport athlete, as he played slot receiver for the Sentinel Spartan football program. And this one's going to be swung on for strike 2. But the young man's got no fear on the football field, which really helps out when he gets onto the baseball field, as he'll find the plate and the first strikeout of the game for Hill. Brings us to the top of the order to Braden Turcott. 2 outs and runner at first. They'll throw to first, as the runner will jump back in. But this is the second season for Hill at the AA level. Played 1 year at the A level for the Mavs, as we get a ball pitch tossed in here to Turcott. Turcott walked his first at bat. 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Lewiston in the lead. This one's going to be cranked right over the head of Long. It's going to have a hop and some leg into the gap. The runner will come around. They're going to wave him around at third as the throw is made. And it will be Clausen with the tag. And that will end the side. So taking a risk will end the side. We go to the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the third inning. The Lewis and Clark Twins leading the Missoula Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the order for the Mavericks as Bridger Johnson stands at the plate, and the first pitch to Johnson from Dalton Hart is a ball. Johnson struck out his first at bat as we get ball 2. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to hop back. And even though I'm in a press box, that one made me jump. 2-1 on the count. Johnson settling in. Here's Hart from the Five Valley Auto Pitchers mound, and he'll deliver ball 3. Here's the pitch, and that'll get us at a full count at 3-2 as Johnson watches it go by. Johnson, 5'11", 172-pound junior at Sentinel, and there is the 4th consecutive strikeout for Hart. Takes us to Dane Frazier with 1 out and nobody on. Frazier singled his first at bat. And the first pitch will be low for ball 1. Frazier playing very well at the plate as well as in the field as we get ball 2. As I mentioned, when Lettner was at the plate, Lettner having the same injury that Frazier has, as this pitch will come over the plate for strike 1. So Frazier, limited last year in his abilities, has really come out to prove. I don't know if I want to say prove, but he's really come out and played exceptional as we get 2-2 on the count. Ball 3. Both at the plate and in the field. Frazier just playing lights out from the Five Valley Auto Pitchers mound, throwing some good pitches, and he'll be struck out swinging for out number 2. Brings up Stuart Long, the shortstop. And Hart will jump right into the at-bat as he'll toss a ball. Long will take this one for a ride foul to even up the count at 1 apiece. Long's been a good addition to this Maverick team, as this one's over the plate to go 1-2. This is the first season for Long with the Mavericks, as he played with the Pioneers 2016 to 2018. This one bounces out, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is there as the stretch out by Bonfield will end the side. So the Mavericks go 1-2-3, bottom of 3 right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN as we move to the bottom of the third inning here at Harris Field. Missoula Mavericks taking on the Lewis and Clark Twins. The first game of the Dwight Church tournament for the Mavericks. This will be the fourth game of the tournament with the Twins, the Prairie Cardinals, and the Hanford Flames picking up wins to start things off. It's DJ Ricard for the Twins at the bottom of the third. So 2-3-4 batters. Brendan Hill's first pitch is going to be bounced out. Bay attacks, a toss to first and a punch out will start the inning. Great job by Dayton Bay to make the sacrifice. And get the toss. To Stensrud. Takes us to Tyson Wallace, and Hill will deliver ball one. This one's going to be banged right into the glove of Frazier. He'll glove it up, and that's 2 away. Brings up Coy Stout, the right fielder now. Stout settles in. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike one. So Hill getting into a rhythm now. As we'll pull up ball one. 1-1 on the count. This one's cranked into center field, and Johnson will put it in the glove, and that will be the side. So 1-2-3, the Twins follow suit with the Mavericks. Top of the fourth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City? Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. I apologize for the delay. I went to try to work on the focus of the video for you guys to kind of clean it up, and well, in the process, it took me longer to get it fixed, get it worked on. than I expected. So Trad Richardson struck out the first batter of the inning. We've got Drew Stensrud now at the plate with an 0-2 count. This one will come inside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be rolled out. Second baseman will charge on it. The throw to first is there, and that's 2 away. Here in the top of the 4th. As we come to the left fielder, Thomas Martin, for the Mavericks. 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Lewis and Clark Twins ahead of the Mavericks. It is Dalton Hart on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound as he'll deliver ball 1 to Martin. Martin with a ground out his first at bat. He'll see ball 2. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 3 now to Martin. Martin following in the footsteps of his brother, James, as Martin gets walked to put a runner on for the Mavericks with 2 outs. Brings up Jake Lentner, the designated hitter for the Mavericks. 2 outs. And Thomas Martin at first. We'll see if Hathaway puts Martin in motion as Littner will take a crack at the first pitch for strike 1. One and one on the count to Littner. He struck out his first at bat as Hart will deliver ball 2. Here's the pitch. And the plate will make it 2-2. Here's the pitch. And Martin will go ahead and pick up the base as Kolb is not able to find the ball between his legs, and that'll take us to a full count at 3-2 as Martin gets the free base. Andrew Clausen in the on-deck circle. Here's the payoff pitch by Hart. And it's going to be rolled out. It's going to get past the shortstop. No, the shortstop puts a stop on it, but allows Martin to get to third. A great play by the shortstop to prevent Martin from coming home. And that'll put runners on the corners for Andrew Clausen, the catcher. The Twins catcher Kolb steps in front of the plate to signal the field on the out. So Clausen settling in. He was struck out his first at bat. I also want to make a note that I missed somebody when I was talking about the parents that are here, and that would be Kim Martin and Grandma Martin sitting down on the first row for this one. That one was close to taking Clausen in the hip, but we'll be at ball 2, 2-0 for Clausen. Here's the pitch. And Clausen, this will bounce out. The pitcher will have the race and the toss, and that will end the side. So the Mavericks move one into position, but do not capitalize. Stays 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA Tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A Tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball Tournaments.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Bottom of the fourth inning. Glacier Twins lead the Missoula Mavericks 2-1, or not the Glacier Twins, the Lewis and Clark Twins. Lead the Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Twins, it's Dawson Bonfield, the first baseman. So 5, 6, 7 batters on the inning, Bonfield, Kolb, and Daniel, as Brendan Hill will toss the first pitch in on the lefty for ball 1. Upstairs as we get ball 2. This one's going to be hit into the gap. It's got some leg on it. Martin's going to chase it down. Runner's going to come around first. Picked up at the wall. Nobody at second as the runner will be held up, and it's a stand-up double to start the inning. Brings up the catcher, Austin Kolb.
Now batting for the Twins, number 22, Austin Kolb.
Brendan Hill on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. A little story about Brendan to make you laugh. It's going to be more of a, this one's going to be rolled out. Bay goes for the dive, but they'll hold the runner up, and that will put runners on the corners with no outs for the Twins. But Brendan's sophomore year, I did play-by-play for Cherry Creek Radio Football, and late in the game against Helena High, Brendan would have an interception and run it down the sideline back for what should have been a touchdown, but the officials would say he was out inside the 5-yard line. This one's going to be fouled into the backstop for strike 1 for Mason Daniel, the designated hitter. Well, in the excitement of calling that, instead of saying Brendan Hill, I said Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill with this interception. Tyler Hill with the interception. Tyler Hill runs it down the sideline. Tyler Hill for the touchdown. Well, the play is over. We go to commercial break, and the in-studio producer says, Chris, I hope you realize that you just said that Tyler Hill intercepted that ball and ran it down the sideline for the touchdown. And I felt a little goofy about that, as we're 1-2 on the count. Hill steps off the rubber. So I thought that was kind of silly, and our in-studio producer and some other people that were listening in gave me a hard time about that. Tyler Hill getting the interception, not Brendan, as this one's going to tag the batter in the shoulder. That'll load the bases up for the Mavericks, or for the Twins with no outs.
Now batting for the Twins, number 7, Jose Barajas.
Takes us to Jose Barajas, the third baseman. So the next Monday, when I saw Tyler, I said, well, I told him about what happened. He laughed and he said, well, I'm sure if my dad was listening, he got a pretty good kick out of that one, as Brennan will deliver ball 1. So excited about Brennan getting the interception. I think he was playing the nickel on that defense and was just set up in the right place to pick the ball off. As this one's going to be bounced out, Bay will pick it up. The throw to second, down the line to first, and the double play is turned. Runner from third will score, and it's now 3-1 Twins on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Twins, number 8, Terry Judy.
Takes us to the bottom of the order. Terry Judy. And here's the steal. The tag, and Hill will end the side on the pickle play. We'll get to the bottom of the or top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN, top of the 5th inning. Twins lead 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard over the Missoula Mavericks. Dayton Bay, bottom of the order to start the inning off, and it will be a strike from Dalton Hart from the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Our plate umpire, Bo Driscoll, will clean the plate off before the next pitch. Here's the pitch. And he'll put it over the plate. Hart puts it over the plate for strike 2. Dayton Bay struck out his first at bat. And that's been the story from Dalton Hart. Mowing down batters. He would have 4 consecutive strikeouts spanning through the 2nd and 3rd innings, as this one's going to hop in front of the plate for ball 1. For Hart, he's got 78 pitches under his belt. 43 of them have slid over the plate. Here's the pitch. And Bay will take a slice on it. Contact. We'll keep it alive, and we go 2-2 on the count. As Driscoll will hand the ball right to Dalton Hart. Here at Harris Field, it's tough to see down the first base line into the bullpen to see if there's any action going on. With Dalton Hart playing as well as he is, I doubt it if we'll see anything. He's only at 79 pitches on his pitch count, so we've got a while for him. As this one's going to come in, and Driscoll will give us the phone book tear for out number 1 on the inning. Swings us to the top of the order. Bridger Johnson, and the first pitch to Johnson will be a ball. Johnson's been struck out both times at the plate, as this one's dropped back in for strike 1 to even the count out at 1. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be off the bat and into the glove. Shortstop or second baseman's not able to hold on to it. And Johnson's going to reach off of the overthrow, putting him at second. And that will be an error. for the Twins.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 7, Dane Frazier.
Takes us to Dane Frazier after the outstanding effort by the second baseman, Turcotte. Ball is dropped at first, and Frazier's going to take this one off the ear hole. That'll put runners at first and second with one out for the Mavericks as Stuart Long comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 2.
So Frazier at first, Johnson at second. Mavericks looking for a pair of runs. We're in the top of the 5th in a 7-inning game. That one's in across the elbow. Of Long for ball 1. Long walked his first at bat, ground out his last, as he's going to put this one into the third base dugout for strike 1. For Stuart Long, 5'8", 175-pound sophomore from Hellgate High School. Pitcher and shortstop, as he'll swing on this one for strike 2. As I mentioned, he was with the Pioneers for 2016 and to 2018. As Long's going to bounce this one foul down the third base line, and we stay at 1-2. Other sports that Long likes to do, participate in, however you want to phrase it, well, that would be slopestyle skiing, as Long ducks out of the way of that pitch to make it 2 apiece on the count. Here's the pitch. And this was going to be a bouncer. Shortstop, the throw to second, down the line to first, and they're going to say that's the double play turn. So the Mavericks, they get the threat, but it's stalled out, and it stays 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. The Twins get to bat in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Harris Field in Lewiston, Idaho for the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Lewis and Clark Twins at the Dwight Church tournament. Twins lead the Mavericks 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It's the bottom of the order for the Twins. Taryn Judy, the left fielder, and the first pitch by Hill off the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound will be ball 1. The next pitch will take us to strike 1. 1-1 on the count. So the Mavericks will have 2 games tomorrow at the tournament. They'll play Mercedes-Benz of Seattle as we're back outside for ball 2. That'll be the second game of the day, 2:30 local time. This one's going to be spanked down the first base line. Frazier on the run, and he'll get it in the glove, falls to the ground, and holds on to it. And that will be one away here in the 5th. Great job by Frazier to ride that one out and sacrifice the body for the play. Swings us to the top of the order to Braden Turcotte. And he'll have strike one, as Hill will even it out at 1 apiece. This one's punched high into center field. Johnson's going to come up shallow in the glove, and that's 2 away. Brings up DJ Ricard, the center fielder. But Hill, hailing originally from Colorado, is a Rockies fan. Colorado Rocky. As Ricard takes a moment before he hops into the batter's box. And this one's fouled in the backstop for strike one. Favorite thing that mom makes, and this one makes me laugh. Typical teenage boy. Food. Doesn't really matter, as this one's over the plate for strike two. Some of these guys, you know, they've got spaghetti or waffles or lasagna, something along those lines. Brendan, he just likes whatever mom makes. Isn't that nice? Favorite memory with Dad was shooting his first muley buck. That's always exciting, as this one's going to be foul back. And we stay at 1-2 on the count. Favorite movie, SpongeBob. As we go to an even count at 2 off of that pitch. And another foul ball. Keeps us at 2-2. Hill at 65 pitches. 39 of them have been over the plate. This one's going to be reached for, and it's going to be fouled up into the seating down the third base line. As Ricard continues to battle, Tyson Wallace in the on-deck circle for the Twins with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 by Hill. This one's going to have some play, as Frazier will get to it. Back pedal in the glove, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the Twins. Mavericks will get a chance to get some runs back. Top of the 6th coming up after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck, because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Trad Richardson at the plate in the first pitch of the inning is going to tag Richardson in the shoulder, and he'll load up off the hip by pitch. Brings us to Drew Stensrud. For the Mavericks, with Richardson at first. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be a roller. The third baseman goes to a knee. The throw down the line to second will be an overthrow. It's into right field. That will allow Richardson to stand at third. Brings up Thomas Martin now with runners on the corners and no outs for the Mavericks. Drew Stensrud at first, Trad Richardson at third. As Hart will go to first on the pickoff attempt. Back over. Stensrud stands up this time. For Martin, 0 for 1. Ground out. Walked his last at bat. And a pitch outside. We'll start Martin out with ball 1. As I mentioned with Martin, his last at bat following in his brother's footsteps, going to Miles Community College in Miles City, as this one's going to be rolled out. The third baseman stops it on the roll, and that will allow Richardson to come home and puts runners at first and second for the Mavericks. And it's now 3-2 Twins on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. As Jake Lentner is at the plate. No outs on the board. Lentner showing bunt, as this one will come in for ball 1. 1 hour and 8 minutes into the game. We got a late start. Things were going pretty smoothly, and then the game before this one was kind of at a grind, as Driscoll will say strike 1. 1-1 on the count for Lentner. Lentner struck out his first at bat and singled his last. Here's the 1-1. And it's back outside for ball 2. Bonfield, the first baseman, about of a third of the way in on the infield as he walks up. Lentner still showing bunt, and this one will be fouled towards the third base dugout. Gives us an even count at 2. No outs yet here in the top of the 6th for the Mavericks. They've earned 1 run to make it a 1-run game. 3-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And Lentner will lay down the bunt. The throw to third is made, and safe at third, as Barajas not able to hold on to it, and that will load the bases up for the Mavericks.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 14, Andrew Clausen.
So that'll bring us to Andrew Clausen with loaded bases. First pitch will be a ball to Clausen. He'll go ahead and take a swing on the second pitch to even us out at 1. Lentner at first, Martin at second, and Stensrud at third, as this one's going to be fouled into the netting for strike 2. Clausen, 0 for 2, struck out his first at bat and a ground out his last, as Driscoll will clean the plate off. Here's Hart with the pitch, and it's going to come off the hand grip into the netting. Just keep us at 1-2. Clausen playing well at that catcher position, as he'll swing and be struck out for the first out of the inning. Takes us to the bottom of the order to Dayton Bay. Dalton Hart unofficially at 103 pitches. So this could possibly be the last batter he sees. Can't see down the first baseline into that bullpen, as Lentner is going to have this one come off the glove of the third baseman. Here's the throw home, and not held on to. They'll have the tag on the plate, and that will be out number 2 on the fielder's choice. That keeps the bases loaded as we get time, and the Twins manager will come out, and that will be a takeover. So we will have a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound when we come back, as the new pitcher will run in from the bullpen, as Kevin Moyer will, the manager for the Twins, will get set up. So we'll step aside as the new pitcher will warm up. We'll get that information for you. Mavericks 2, Twins 3. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As a change on the mound, Mason Daniel stands there. Bridger Johnson at the plate, and he'll be at a 1-1 count for Dalton Hart. 5 2/3 innings. He would have 104 pitches, 60 of them over the plate, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, and struck 2 batters to finish out his, and we go even on the count at 2 apiece. To Bridger Johnson. Johnson 0 for 3, struck out first 2 at bats and reached off an error his last. This one's going to be dribbled out into the glove of the shortstop. He'll have it off the glove, a high throw into the dugout. That will bring the runner home from third, and the Mavericks will tie it up at 3 as Lentner steps on home plate off the throwing error. That leaves runners at second and third for Dane Frazier.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 7, Dane Frazier.
And Frazier is going to spank this one foul. Oh and 2 on the count. The Mavericks earning 2 runs on that play. I apologize. And Frazier with another crank into left field. He's going to stand up at second. That will score runs. The Mavericks take an even bigger bite onto their lead. As it's now 6-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. as we go to Stuart Long with 2 outs. And the throw to first will end the side. The Mavericks earn 5 to take a 6-3 lead here at Harris Field. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Mavericks swinging in 5 runs in the top of the 6th to take a 6-3 lead over the Lewis and Clark Twins. Leading off for the Twins will be their shortstop, number 10, Tyson Wallace. Brendan Hill on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 6th inning of duty. 67 pitches unofficially for Hill, as he'll toss in ball 1 to Wallace. "41 of those pitches have been over the plate, as this one's upstairs for ball 2. So the 3, 4, 5 batters, Wallace, Stout, and Bonfield, as we get ball 3 now. And a walk to start the 6th for the Twins. Takes us to Coy Stout. Here's the stretch and set by Hill. Upstairs, and that will be ball 1. No action in the Maverick bullpen. We've already seen a change for the Twins as Mason Daniels come in. Coach Hathaway letting Hill roll. Now that the Mavericks have the lead, there's a throw back to first once again. Nick Stevens, our field umpire, says safe. And Hill working the runner at first repeatedly. Here's the stretch and set now by Hill. And that finds the plate for strike 1. 1-1 on the count for Stout. Stout 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball will take us to strike 2. So the Mavericks in action tomorrow for 2 games, Mercedes-Benz and Mavericks, and then Prairie Cardinals versus the Mavericks. The Cardinals picking up a win earlier today as Hill will strike out the batter as Driscoll gives us our phone book tear for out number 1. Takes us to Dawson Bonfield as Hill will throw to first once again. Richardson at third, Long at short, Bay at second, and Stensrud at first. Runner's going to go. Clausen will make the throw. It's going to hop in front of the runner, and Wallace will get the open base. Pitch thrown was a strike by Hill. 0-1. 1 out, 1 on. Hill steps up on the rubber. Now Hill steps off. some sort of communication. Oh, he's calling time. Wants Clausen to come out and check in with him. Wasn't quite sure what he was trying to communicate to Nick Stevens, the field umpire. Here's the pitch by Hill. And be outside on the left-handed batter to go even on the count at 1 apiece. I asked Brendan, best piece of advice his dad has ever given him. And he said, be kind to everyone because you never know what they're going through. And that speaks a lot to Brendan's personality as we get ball 2 now. Went down to get the, as this one's cranked foul, to get a strike 2 by Bonfield. Went down to get the starting lineups, and Hill was the first person I saw, and he took a moment and wanted to know how my day was, how my drive was. And that's just the kind of young man that Hill is. He's outgoing, as this one's going to be into the glove of Johnson for 2 away. The runner will hold at second.
Now batting for the Twins, number 22, Austin Cole.
Well, that's something that you can just expect from Hill. He's got a big heart, extremely intelligent young man. This was going to be bounced out, Long off the glove of Long, and he'll chase it down. And that will allow the runner to reach. And we're going to call that one an error.
Pinch running for the Twins, number 11, Dylan Mater. At the plate, number 15.
So that takes us to number 15, Mason Daniel, with runners on the corners and 2 outs for the Twins. Mavericks lead 6-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Hill with the pitch. And he'll find the plate for strike 1. Brendan taking his talents to the collegiate level, as he'll drop in ball 1. I asked him, Brendan's got an older sister who is in college currently, and I asked Brendan, I said, what's the advice that your sister gave you about college? And he said, do your homework, which should be, as this wild pitch will allow the runner to second. Runner at third will hold. And we go 2-1 on the count to Daniel. This one's going to be rolled out, picked up, thrown to first, and Stensrud sticks the bag to end the side. So the Twins load one up, but are not able to capitalize. Top of the 7th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you going to try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Harris Field in Lewiston, Idaho for the 2019 Dwight Church Tournament. Mavericks leading the Twins 6-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Leading off for the Mavericks is the number 4 spot batter. That'd be Terad Richardson, the third baseman. So 4, 5, 6 scheduled on the inning. It's Mason Daniel, and Richardson will roll this one to the third baseman. The throw to first is there, and that's one away. One pitch, one out to start the 7th inning.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 5, Drew Stensrud.
Takes us to Drew Stensrud. And Stensrud will let it go by for ball 1. Stensrud 1 for 3. A couple of ground outs and singled his last at bat as Daniel will find the plate for strike 1. 1-1 on the count. And this one's going to come off of the hand grip of the bat. And we'll have strike 2 on the foul ball. Here's the pitch by Daniel. And that one's high. Evens us out at 2 on the count. Action in the Maverick bullpen for the first time tonight as Stuart Long is up throwing. Here's Stensrud with the hopper over the netting down the first base line, and we'll stay at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And Stensrud will be struck out for the second out of the inning as Driscoll rips the phone book.
Number 8, Thomas Martin.
With 2 away, we go to Thomas Martin now for the Mavericks. And Martin watches that pitch go by for ball 1. Martin in left field tonight as Daniel finds the outside of the plate for strike 1. This one comes off the middle of the bat. It's going to hop right into the glove of the second baseman, and that's the side. The Twins have some work to do because they're down 6-3. It's all or nothing, bottom of the 7th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top or bottom of the 7th inning here at Harris Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as the Lewis and Clark Twins are staring down their first loss of the tournament. They would win the opening game against the Prairie Cardinals 11-3 in 5 innings. Brendan Hill on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound saying that he's going to change that and give them their first loss. So here is the first pitch across the plate for strike 1. Hill will back it up with strike 2 as Jose Barajas watches it go by 0-2. Here's the pitch by Hill. And Barajas off the bat, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is there, and the tag by Stensrud will be out number 1. Stensrud foot coming off the bag, but backed it up with the tag, and That's one away.
Now batting for the Twins, number 8, Taryn Judy.
Brings up Taryn Judy, the bottom of the order for the Twins. Hill will deliver over the plate for strike one to Judy. Judy 0 for 2. Struck out his first at bat, a fly out in his last. A foul ball will bring up strike two. Mavericks will host their second tournament next weekend. We'll get into that later in the tournament. But Centralia, Washington, the Washington Spuds coming back. They're a fun group, as Hill will deliver ball one. Walla Walla Bears and these Lewis and Clark Twins will be all in Missoula next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as Hill will bring it to 2-2 on the count. Central Washington Spuds, those guys are a fun group, as we get the full count at 3-2 now. They've got, I hope they bring back their bat boy. They had a young man last year that would, I think he was the coach's son, probably more than likely the coach's son, as Hill will walk the batter with one out.
Now batting for the Twins, number 3, Braden.
Swings us to the top of the order. The second baseman, number 3, Braden Turcott. And a reacher bounces to Richardson, off the chest of Richardson. He'll make the throw to first, and it will not be in time. The runner beats the ball, and that will put runners at first and second with one out. Takes us to DJ Ricard with one out and runners at first and second. Mavericks lead 6-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For Ricard, he's 0 for 3. Reached off an error his first at bat, and then a ground out and a pop fly, as Hill delivers ball one. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Hill approaching 100 pitches unofficially at 95. This one's going to be a sprouter into left field. Martin will put it in the glove, and that will be 2 away. Holds the runners at first and second. Brings up the shortstop, Tyson Wallace, number 10. And the fate of the Twins game in the bat of Wallace. Wallace 0 for 2, fly out, a line drive, and a walk. He was walked his last at bat, as he'll call time and steps off. But back to the Central Washington Spuds. They're a fun group, as I was saying. They've got a young man. He must have been maybe 4, maybe 5 last year, and he was wearing a jersey just like the big boys, as this one's delivered over the plate for strike one. Had his own batter's helmet. He was running bats and snagging bats for the Spuds. He was a cute young one out there. Here's the 0-1 by Hill. And he'll deliver strike two. Hill now stares into Clausen, the stretch and set. And we'll have ball one, 2-1 on, or 1-2 on the count. Mavericks looking to pick up their first win of the tournament. Be good to start out the tournament with a win, as the batter will call time. We'll be back here at Harris Field tomorrow for a pair of games. 2:30 Pacific time, Mercedes-Benz and the Mavericks, and then 5 o'clock Pacific time, Prairie and Missoula. This one's going to find the hole over second base. They'll bring the runner around from second. He'll grab a gear, and it's now a 2-run game for the Twins, as it's 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. brings up the right fielder, Corey Stout, with 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Twins. Bottom of the 7th inning. All tournament games are 7 innings. No time limit. And a foul ball will start Stout's at bat. Stout 0 for 2. Struck out in a line drive. Hill now with the stretch and set. And contact. That one went into the mask of Driscoll, our plate umpire. And we'll have strike 2, 0 and 2. Clausen will come up and speak with Hill, and Richardson will come up as well. Had to chuckle when I saw Hill before the game. He asked how my trip was. I said, "How was the bus ride, Hill?" First thing he said was, "We got air conditioning now." So it must have been a little bit of an oven, and Hill will strike out the batter to end the game. The Mavericks will get the first win of the tournament, 6-4 over the Twins. We'll have more action tomorrow, 2:30 Pacific time, Mercedes-Benz versus the Mavericks, and then 5 p.m., the Prairie Cardinals and the Mavericks. Mavericks get the first win of the tournament, 6-4. They will have the Twins go 1-1 on the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great Thursday night, and we'll speak to you tomorrow afternoon. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.